Hi guys, good afternoon. The last time I went on my live on Facebook, I was talking about um, how an entrepreneur in this our current country will be uh, starting or will be able to make it to the top. So today, obviously, there's nothing much we are going to do about that because rather than keep struggling, until your luck gets to you, that's what we are where we are in this particular country right now. So, actually, today I want to be talking about how we'll be helping our young youths. Obviously, most of us have younger ones coming up. How we're going to help the young youth, or how the government is going to come in helping our young youth, our young brothers and sisters who are yet to get to this stage that we are now, how they are going to help them not to meet us in this current situation. So that is what we are going to discuss about today. So most of our talking will be going towards the government sector. The government sector should be the main goals for us to talk to today. If you're going to watch this video to the end, please, I'd like you to share so it gets to wherever they are. Yes. Okay, guys. So today is I like to name it the topic that is how the government will be helping our upcoming youths not to join us in this our predicament wherever we are now. So my thoughts to this topic is here is my thoughts to this. Why won't the government, or why most, I believe most of Nigerians, like 85% of Nigerians, most of them are graduates or undergraduates who are still planning to come join the graduates outside. So my thought on this is, why would the government wait until after graduation to tell you, or to tell us, you and I, that there is no collar job out there waiting for us? It's so ridiculous because I can't find other words to use for it as right now. So why would the government wait till this moment to tell you at the last stage? Well, I mean the last stage, those people who are serving their father's land. I mean the NYSC. When you get to the NYSC camp, you'll be told that there is nothing, no job outside there waiting for you and all sort of things. Be no kind of thing waiting for you, and that is where they bring in the side where you'll be taught different kinds of handwork. A lot of them, like fishing, if I can remember, a lot of them they bring in makeup artists, tailoring, fashion design, everything concerning handwork, and that is where it comes into the camp, and that's being done for the camp. During the camp, it's just 3 weeks. So after going through this process in the camp, you'll be asked to go out and further that stuff. If you're interested in it, you'll be asked to go out and learn more about it. So my question and my problem now is this particular stuff that you teach us during the side. I'm asking why won't you bring it into the education sector? That is my wonder. What I'm wondering right now, that why won't you bring it into the education sector? If it's been brought into the education sector, I think a lot of good will be done to our youth. I mean, the upcoming youth, because obviously most of us now are stuck here because there is no job anywhere. Yes, even the youth after studying whatever they're studying, they find it difficult to work with in a company or a firm. You won't even be given the opportunity to practice whatsoever you learned in school, be it engineering, be it accounting, name them, whatsoever an individual has studied in school, you will not be able to practice that because there is no opportunity for you. You won't be given the chance, as far as I'm concerned, in this country. You must, they know most people, most graduates, most people that are graduates, they tend to come out to look for a job. And you ask them, what experience do you have? How would the person have an experience where the person just left school? The person should be given a chance to show you what he or she has to offer to the table. But no, they don't get that. We don't get that. We don't get that fact in this country. It is a I don't know what to call it. It is highly it is highly unacceptable in a government firm, or most of the times, in a government sector, that chance is not being given. They expect you to go out there, get an experience from an unexperienced people, and then bring it back to them. You see where the problem is coming from. If you're following me, I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying, but this is the problem we are having. Chance is not being given to the youth to showcase what they have. We have a lot of intelligent people out there who are suffering from all this, and they have a lot to offer, but there is no means, there is no place to do that. Yes, yes, yes. There is a saying that says, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. So where is it? Obviously, we are rushing to education section. Nobody wants to be an illiterate or not getting what he wants because he is an ignorant person. No, but education is not even helping matters now. I'm not saying that education is not good, but if we study, we should be able to give back to those who took us through that process and not coming back to rely on them. That would not be nice. If you're getting what I'm saying, it wouldn't be nice after your parents must have taken you all throughout the stress, taking you to schools and all those stuff, and you come back from school and then you're still depending on them. That wouldn't be nice. It is time for you to give back. So that is not a nice thing to do. So the government, where you come in again, my my opinion, if it really counts, my opinion is those things you teach us during side in that NYC camp, those things you teach us during that NYC, why not bring it back to the government sector? It would be nice if an individual wants to go into fishing, fishery farming, uh, tailoring, hairdressing. Why don't we have all this in our government sector? In the government university, in the universities, you will see a lot of people with a lot of individual will really go into it. And I'm not just saying bringing it to the university, it is bringing it and making it study it for the 4 years we study in school or less than that, but getting a certificate for it. Because if spending money, if after making us spend money while we go to school, study a course, you say people say it's the person's passion, then why not study your passion in school? That is my opinion. After doing that, after studying it, you give them a certificate for it. Then they are standard. They have colleagues who studied this with them. It will not be a very, very hard situation to stand up for themselves. When an individual learns this, and he or she knows that, oh yes, I have a colleague who is also in my field. We could team up to get things started for ourselves. It will be a very easy way to live, that's to take out um, a lot of unemployment in this country. If this will count, that is where the government should come in. Please make this available. If it will really count. I am saying this because I've been thinking a lot these days, and this is bothering me as an individual. Yes, it is. If you're not bothered, I am bothered. I am Marashi is bothered. Yes, yes, I'm bothered. Like I said, one they will say people will say, or the government will say, there are a lot of people out there who have at the school. If you want to go into your passion, fashion designing, baking, whatever it is, a handwork, like you call it, go to the schools. There are schools for that. But listen, those schools are for individuals. They are private sectors. We don't have that in the government sectors. Those schools are private sectors. Yes, and it is more expensive because they know what they give you. So my own suggestion here is, let the government bring all this into the education system. Make available people. I don't mind. We have the money in Nigeria. Yes. Get the people that will teach us this. If we start with something, start with anyone. Because if you know that this is important and necessary and we need it in this country, that is the reason why you teach us this in during the NYSC camp. Please bring this to our school sections in our school systems so that we the young ones will be able to go into what they feel is going to be helpful for them. Yes. How can someone go to school, study accounting or engineering, and the person comes out and become a fashion designer? How does that work? It doesn't work that way. But that is what the country has turned its youth into. That is what they have turned it to. The government, they could employ all those people. Or you could go out and look for a better source. Employ people to teach us that. And the youth will be very, very grateful and they will be useful to themselves. How would they start up? They'll still end up, that's what people say. How would they start? They'll still end up like normal. No, they won't end up like normal person who study accounting and you don't have a bank to work in. Or you study engineering and you don't have a place to work or show what you have or what you studied. No, it won't be like that. It will be easier when you know that I and my fellow colleague we study baking, for example. I studied baking in school, catering, or what do they call it? I studied and it will be easier for a group of people who have the same vision and they study this together. It will be easier for them to team up as a team because while you're in the university, you have a team, reading mates, you know people you can count on, and whereby some people are in your field, you make friends, of course. You could team up and start up something for yourself. It will be easier that way. Then after that, then after school, after you study accounting, oh, your vision is going into to study to do fashion, and whereby your colleague is not into thinking about that because not everybody has the money to study after study or to learn a handwork because after that you're going to pay extra, you're going to pay another money. So help us help ourselves. That is what I'm saying. Help us help ourselves. If I have a colleague who is into this and uh, getting a place or getting an equipment that I will use in making those stuff, it's It won't be too heavy on me. It will not be too heavy on me. We'll split it. And whereby if something is if an equipment is 100,000 and we are four in number, yes, we are dividing this into four. It will be lesser. And whereby you stand up, you build yourself, it will be easier for people. A lot of youth will not be jobless today if this is considered. So I am just speaking on behalf of our upcoming youths because this is what they are going to face. They are still coming out. While I was in NYC camp in Zamfara, I think my section, my period that time we are 2,100, and all of them are graduates, and all of them are going into the labor market after that. Do you know how many will be in another camp as at that period? Do you know how many? And all of us we are struggling for survivals. Not everybody have the money or the capacity to start up a business or to become an entrepreneur after school. We do this. Our parents pay for our school, our studies, so that we'll get a job and stand up for ourselves, even take care of them while they are old. But now we are still here, depending on them or waiting for them, waiting for any connection from nowhere. And it keep repeating itself year after year, every year, and it's going to continue if nothing is being done. It is going to so guys, please, if you're thinking in the dimension I'm thinking, please do share this video and let it get to the necessary people so they'll take actions. I have younger ones, you have younger ones. I mean, you that is watching this video, you have younger ones too. And even if you don't have, there are people who are coming up. So please share this video so you get to the necessary people. Obviously, that's one thing I notice about our youth these days is that's the only problem I notice about our youth, the youth of these days. Everybody wants to stand alone, and it's not possible. Most of us wants to stand alone. You want to stand alone, um, whereby you don't have the finance. That is why you keep struggling and struggling. No, it's not done that way. Sometimes we need helping and we need a shoulder to lie on. We need a shoulder to lean on to start somewhere or to direct the path we go. So my advice today to you, I mean you that is listening to me right now, my advice to you today is you see that person, that individual that you know that share the same dream with you, that wants to achieve that share the same thoughts with you, my dear, stick to that person. Yes, stick to that person. I said so. Work with this person. Come as a team and do something. It's not easy. The person might not be your friend, but you have to take a bold step. Mm-hmm. Yes, I said it. Work with this person, make a team, and I promise you, hopefully, you'll make it. We all will make it. So just take a bold step, and we hope one day that our hustle, our struggling, it will pay. Obviously, it will pay because it's obvious the governments are not doing anything about it. They're not even planning to do anything about it. So share this video so it gets to them. And I am Marachi Amelo. I'm speaking for the youth. Team speak for the youth. Team speak for Nigerian youth. Team speak for all of us because we all are facing this together. So we are in this together and we'll get out of it together someday. All right, guys. Take care. Greatness. DJ Neptune. Joe Boy One Day.
nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ ló máa jẹ́ tó kó má lọ bẹ́. Bọ́ọ̀lì ò jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ àtàwọn ọmọ ìdè pẹ́pẹ́ dẹ́ máa wá lóyún tòmátò kọ́sí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀. Àbádò pèpèrè pèjọwọ́ má ṣe nílé ṣèké. I don't wanna hear you say, I don't wanna hear say you there with another man. We are gonna do it. Don't like how we gonna see we gonna go down. I don't wanna hear you say, I don't wanna hear say you there with another man. We are gonna do it.
So guys, share this video.
If this your body, no be. I tell you, say you fine, you know, yeah. Me, I know be Gandhi. I see you with the Soji. Anyway, me, I know go, yeah. Only you, I can want that.